What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing another palette redesign. So if you guys are interested in seeing a few palettes that I decided just weren't really doing it for me and I wanted to recreate them, then just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so like I said in the first time that I did this, and I will link it up in the cards, it was a while ago, so we're not going to judge me, but this this idea for a video I took from Makeup Struggles, which I will try and link her video up here. If not, I will link a couple of them down below. But she came up with this brilliant idea to basically recreate palettes that she was not about. I just finished watching one of her latest versions, and basically she was saying this was her version of an anti-haul, so I do like that. I probably will continue doing anti-hauls, which I haven't in a while, but yeah, I am sweating a little bit. We're just not going to judge me on that. But anyways, if you're interested in this eye look, I actually created it with my palette of shadows that this is my perfect palette, perfect festival palette from BH. I should have already posted this by now. I will link it up in the cards if you guys are interested, and I will have a tutorial on how I created this eye look along with my whole face. So if you guys are interested, just head over to that video. But without further ado, let's get into it. So I think I'm gonna put them on this side. So I will be putting my palette redesigns over here, but I only did 4. There were other palettes that I was interested in recreating, but honestly these were the 4 that like ideas jumped into my head. So I just kind of wanted to get this out. I haven't done this in a while and I really did like it the first time I did it. So yeah, anyways, seriously, let's start. So the first palette you can see on the screen right now is the Maybelline Lemonade. By the way, I'm looking down at my computer so I can see what you guys are saying. So it's the Maybelline Lemonade palette. So this is the original, and now this is my creation. So I will kind of talk you through the finishes, my idea around it, etc. So for this palette, I thought about lemonade, but not only like in its processed form where it's actually lemonade that you drink, but I was thinking about the lemon and how it grows. It grows on a vine and leaves, etc., etc. So I kept the first 2 colors on the left of the palette, and then let's just start up at the top. The top, I did a really nice blue, matte blue. I think it would be more considered a sky blue. I put that in there not only because it's my favorite color, but also because it's a really good accent color to symbolize the sky in, you know, the system that occurs when lemons are grown. So that's why I put that in there. Then I put like a duochrome blue pink, but it's like a white. It's like a white with a duochrome shift to blue and pink. I really thought that was an interesting color, and it really would help tie in the pinks and the blues for this palette. So next in that little quad, I put actually I kept that color. I kept the color. It's a light shimmery pink, so I liked it. I like that color. And then I changed their dry yellow to a bright yellow. If it's gonna be lemonade, I don't know no lemonade that looks orange, like, so I made it a bright yellow. And then just to finish up that top, I put a really dark metallic green, just like I said, to symbolize the leaves. I thought that would be a really interesting combination to kind of ground a look for a lot of people, and it brings color, and you guys know I love greens. So that is the top of the eyeshadow palette. Then once again, let's just go down to the bottom quad in the middle. So I kept that first pinky strawberryish color. I like that color, and it is a matte. It works beautifully. And then I kept the color right to the right of it, which is like a cooler peachy color. I liked both of those colors. And then to finish out the quad on the bottom, I got rid of the dark brown, and I made that a matte green. I thought that would really help in if somebody wanted to do more of a one look one look. If somebody wanted to do more of a all green look with this palette, you could do that theoretically by just using the green, the matte green, the metallic green, and then deepening up with the brown. I mean, that's a look. So I liked that concept. And then I did an even lighter green as a transition color. I like to use really light versions of greens or bright. I like to use light bright colors as transitions if I'm doing like if I'm doing a monochromatic look. I think that really helps to blend the colors out well. So that's the reason why I put that in there. And that's also a matte as well. And then the last, I took their pathetic brown, because that brown is not deep enough, at least not for my skin tone. I'm not deep enough nothing with that. That might be a transition color, if that. So I made it a really dark chocolatey brown to really allow anybody and everybody to deepen out their outer V. So that is my Maybelline recreation. So next is the Soul Blooming palette from Nabla Cosmetics. And I actually have that palette on the way. It should be here tomorrow. Well, not this palette. I have their first one on the way, the Dreamy palette. I'm super excited. But this palette I was so disappointed in. I will show hopefully a collage from Trim Mood or Hot Makeup, which I will link both of their Instagram pages down below. I will show a collage of the cover and the actual inside. Based on the cover, I was expecting this to be a lot more colorful, a lot less browns, and as you can see, I was disappointed. So let's show you my recreation. And this color scheme was really inspired by the actual cover of the palette, and it really made sense to me. Yeah, so let's get into that one. The top left shadow is the same. It's, I think, a duochrome white shadow. I actually don't know what it shifts to, but from J Kiss's video, I did like it. So that was a good transition. Then I put in a matte yellow. I love using matte yellows as my transition color. I love it. So I really wanted a matte yellow, and I mean, there was yellow all up on the cover. So put that matte yellow there. Then I put a light orange as another transition color. I really liked that because once again, there's orange on the cover and there was no orange in the palette. I really wanted to umph this up. So I put another orangey matte in there. Next in that row, I have a metallic orange. I really hope it's coming off as metallic orange. It kind of probably might look like a metallic brown, but it's definitely a metallic orange. I love this. I don't see very many metallic oranges. I mean, true oranges. I feel like they usually is that somebody mowing? I feel like they usually turn to a bronze or like a red. They're never really true oranges, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe I've seen one, but yeah, I really wanted a true orange metallic to really match with that top row. So next I kept one brown. You get one brown for me. That's it. That is a good brown for transition for me, and that's about it. I can't use that for anything else, and even then it might be too light as a transition color. Next, I have like a glitter-ish color where it has a bunch of different glitter colors in the shade. As you can see, it has blues, purples, some pinks, but it really helps to tie in this whole palette. In my opinion, it would be a beautiful lid color. So I wanted to bring that up because their metallic that they had, just it seems so dry and flat, and you really need to pop off the screen. So I really liked that one. And then I did an even more foiled metallic pink shadow. Their metallics in this palette, at least by the photos and like I said by J Kiss's video, just look trash. I need more. So I foiled that up a lot, and I really liked how that came out. Last in that row, I did a really light, I guess sea foam green color. And that once again is just as a transition color to really use the green that's under it to deepen it up. So I might as well talk about that green. That green is also a matte green, and I wanted that to be a deepener upper crease color, not transition, more of a crease color. Then I had a pink just to go along, matte pink to go along with the matte. Then I had a matte pink to go along with the metallic pink. I thought those two would play off each other well. And then also you could use that matte pink with the multicolored glitter shadow. So I really thought that was a good shade. And then the second to last shadow is the exact same that's in their original palette. I really liked that cool tone purple. I don't have very many of those, so I really liked that color. And then the very last color, I just wanted to amp it up a little bit, and I made it a slightly more foiled purple, dark purple. So yeah, that is my Nabla Soul Blooming eyeshadow palette. Next, now I do not support this company personally. Now don't get me wrong, there have been some days where I'm like, can I just forget about it? Can I? But at the end of the day, I mean, the reasons that I'm not supporting them, I think are just, and it's not a company that I feel like I can't get anything else that they release from anywhere else. So that's kind of why I have not gone ahead and supported them. But anyways, this is the Lime Crime 3, I believe, Venus 3 palette. And by the packaging, I was thinking this might be the palette that really makes me want to support them. But it's like there's two purples, and where are all the purples? Show me the purples. Y'all know I love me some purple eyeshadows, and I was just super disappointed in this palette. So here is my palette. Now we're not going to judge for the box sizes. I was getting tired of changing the sizes on these boxes, so yeah. But the first shadow, I think I only kept two shadows overall in this palette. But the first shadow, I did not like that purple. It's not even a purple, it's like a pink, a light pink. Why? This should have been an all purple palette. So I did a really soft cream colored, but it's more towards purple. It had purple undertones. So that's what I put, because I know people love to set their lids with colors. I have started doing that, but also people could highlight their underbrow, highlight under their brows with that shadow. So that's why I put that in there. I kept the second color, you know, it's fine. It's a light icy purple, fine, whatever. Next I did more of a lilac matte purple. I really like using these type of colors in my transition to help build up the purple, because you know, I mean, I personally am, I guess I'm not talented enough, but I don't like to go in with like the dark purple straight up out unless I don't have any. Then you really have to take more time to blend out the shadow, and I'm not that person. I don't have time. So I like using lighter purples to build up my look. So I put that in to be more of my first transition color. Then right next to it is like a slightly darker purple, and that is more to be, oh my god, my back. There we go. And that is going to be more of my first crease color. I really like that purple. It's not a purple that's not being released other places, but yeah. Anyways, now we're gonna go down to the second row. I'm gonna start with the metallic side. I did like this crazy duochrome blackened purplish shadow. I think this is a shadow color that is not used in the makeup industry, and it really should. That is a beautiful color, and it really could help bring out, like once you put purples all in the transition and around it, you can really help to bring out the purple glitter, the purple in the actual shadow. So I thought that was a really good color. Right next to it, I did more of a traditional metallic that is deeper. It's a deep purple, and I thought that would really help play off, and you could do more of a monochromatic look with that metallic and the purple that's to the far right on the top row, that matte. You could do more of a monochromatic look with just those. So I really liked that. Then I kept their, I think that's supposed to be a metallic, I don't really know, but I kept it. I mean, it looks fine in my color scheme, so no fuss, no muss. And then the very last color I did was a really dark plummy purple. When it comes to doing palettes like this, I really like for the color scheme to stay in the color family. I hate when they randomly throw in a black or randomly throw in a white. You don't need it. You can keep in the color scheme, in my opinion, where it's like a creamy, it's a cream shade with an undertone of purple or a really darkened purple, and really just work with that color scheme. So that's my Lime Crime 3 Venus palette. Yeah. And for the last recreations, I decided to go and recreate the Kylie and Kourtney Kardashian collab. Now, once again, this is another company that I just, I mean, I don't have the same qualms about her company as I do with Lime Crime. My problem with her is her stuff is too expensive, and it's like, from what I hear, it's okay, but it's not great for her prices. And anyways, I recreated these 3 palettes. I thought it would be interesting to kind of not put the color scheme that would be expected, just because, I don't know, I just wanted to do it. So here is her original photo of the 3 palettes, and here are my recreations. So I'm gonna kind of talk about each palette individually. As you can see, each palette has a color family because I really like color family palettes. There are very little of those on the market, and I think those are something that the beauty community really needs to start pushing out. So on the top quad I have is a green color family in the pink palette. I believe that's the name of that palette. So on the top I have 2 different matte greens, one that is lighter and one that is darker. The lighter matte green I thought would be perfect for a crease color. If you need a transition color, child, use one of your other browns or whatever that you got. Anyways, so I thought that would be a perfect crease color, and the darker green would be great to deepen out your outer V. And then on the bottom I have 2 green eyeshadows. I have one is more of a shimmery green, the lighter one that just has like green flecks inside, and then the other one, do you recognize that shadow? Has it been anywhere else? I really want that shadow, but that shadow is more of a metallic dark foresty green, and that would be perfect for like the lid to be more darky smoky. So I really like that quad. Then let's go to the pink quad. I'm getting more into pinks, but me and pinks, I don't really know. But anyways, I decided to do, once again, 2 mattes. So on the top you're gonna have a lighter pink that could be great for your transition, and then on the left of that you have a darker pink, and that one's definitely more vibrant, but I think it also could still be used as to deepen out the outer V if you pack it on correctly. Not correctly, but if you pack it on. So I really like those 2 mattes, and then I did 2 shimmers, kind of the same way I did the shimmers in the green palette. The shimmer on the left is more of your light shimmer that you could honestly use that shimmer as your inner corner highlight, and then use the darker pink to really add some depth, more depth onto your lid. So I really liked that. And then I must say the purple is my favorite quad that I created. I brought back that more lilac-y transition color. I really like to use those as my transition, as my crease color. Then I brought a deepened purple that could be really good to deepen out your outer V. And then I have 2 metallics. They low-key kind of look the same, but they're not. The one on the right is more, it's lighter, and it has, in my opinion, more of a white base, if that makes any sense. And I would use that one more as a inner corner highlight. And then the one to the left is more of a duochrome one, where it kind of shifts light purple to dark purple, and that would be great for your lid. So yeah, those are my 3 recreated Kylie and Kourtney collab palettes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really like
doing these, it really makes me come out of my box. I tried to recreate these palettes in the back of my head. I was thinking not only about myself but about others, and would they actually purchase these palettes. A couple of these palettes Makeup Struggles actually did just recreate in one of her recent redesigning videos, so hopefully I'll be able to link that up in the cards, but if not, definitely down in the box down below. But yeah, if you guys like this type of video, please give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. I never really ask, but you know, it's nice to see that my videos are appreciated. And yeah, it's been real, y'all. Peace.